Hello YouTube, this is BUB'S Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. I've got a ton of books to show you. We're going to go through them real quick and keep moving on because I got a bunch of books just stacked up all over the house. I know I'm doing all right because my wife said that it probably should bother her more than it does. So that's good to know. So if it's not weighing on her too bad, we're doing all right. So first off, I'm going to show off some books I got for my birthday last week. I did show them in a live stream, but that live stream went pfft, so it's gone. So I'll show these off real quick, but then we'll roll into the new books. We got Convergence, number 0, Adam Hughes Grail. Pretty tough book to come by. Very glad to have it. Has the old kind of golden age-ish Catwoman going on and the modern Catwoman of the time anyway. And that is super cool. I absolutely love that. Next, we have another Adam Hughes Grail, Sally Forth, number 8. So these are the reprints of the original Wally Wood Sally Forth books, but they do have new covers. So this one's done by Adam Hughes, another very hard to find Grail book. I mean, this is all, not the whole stack of books, but a lot of them are variant Grails. So check that out. Sally Forth, number 8. Look at that. That's just fantastic. Get ready to see this book a lot because I'll probably show this off anytime there's any kind of patriotism going on. So love that book. And then also I got Powergirl number 27. So these were all for my wife. I was going through an Instagram auction or not an auction, but an Instagram sale. And my buddy, the Walking Jedi, was posting some books that he was going to put on eBay. And instead he put them up on Instagram first. And I snatched them up and my wife said, "Let me get those for you." I said, "Really?" "Yep." So I know guys are always like, "Oh, your wife must hate your collection." Well, she contributes to it, so she can't hate it that much. So look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Powergirl. This is not Adam Hughes. This is Lau, I think. Stanley Lau, maybe? I'm not sure. I think so. Check that out. Very pretty. You almost can't do Powergirl wrong. Now this next book, huge grail of mine. I mean, I can't believe I own this book. I've been staring at this book ever since I got it. Just looking at it, just in shock that I actually own this book. So very, very glad to have it. It's Wolverine 145. This is the Bill Sienkiewicz variant. This is the Nabisco mail-away variant. This book is hard to get for a couple of reasons. One, obviously it's rare, it's a low print run, it's a mail away, so those books always tend to be pretty small print runs. But the other reason that this book's hard to get is because to get it raw in raw condition is rare. You almost always have to buy it in a slab, or you have to buy it signed. With all this black around it, man, people love to get this book signed. Most of them are signed by Bill Sienkiewicz. Some of them are signed by Len Wein or Stan Lee, and some of them are signed by all of them. I mean, people go crazy on this book with signatures, and sometimes it'll just ruin the art, which I think is... I'm not a huge Sienkiewicz fan, but this speaks to me. It's plus, you ever had a book that you fall in love with because you've been hunting it so long? So I've been hunting this book since the beginning of my collection. When I started collecting Wolverine, I have every volumized Wolverine book. So Wolverine miniseries on up to Death, and then even the new series, although it obviously is on pause right now. But this book right here is one of the hardest books to get. I would say it is probably the most expensive book of any of the books in Wolverine Volume 2, I guess you'd call it, but the ongoing series, the main ongoing series. This is the most expensive book. It is no small thing to see this book for $300, $400, $500. And then when they start throwing signatures at you, then they'll be like, well, per signature, they want another $200, $300. I think there's a couple on eBay right now for $1,200 or $1,300 that are right now, of course, signed up all over the place. Ruins the art. But anyway, hard book to get raw. Very glad to have it. I just saw it. It was a new listing on eBay. I had a saved search setting, and I snatched up and grabbed it. I couldn't pay for it fast enough, so I love when that happens. So very glad to have it. I just love this book. Super huge grail, and that pretty much takes care of my Wolverine grails, if you will. All the major books that I was trying to get for Wolverine, this pretty much takes care of it. Probably the biggest variant in my collection for me. Next, we got some books that I picked up from near LCS. They kind of switched some of their books to face some of their auctions. They can't sell, they're closed, right? So they started putting some books for sale on Facebook, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. So it was a little bit stressful, but I ended up getting the books and it worked out. So here is the Avengers number 195. This is the first appearance of Taskmaster. Of course, it's considered a cameo, but in my opinion, this is much more similar to a 180 situation, a Hulk 180 situation, where he speaks in a panel before he appears. So that to me means he's part of the story. Then he's full. I mean, it couldn't get more full faced for and full bodied even. And it says like 3 speech bubbles all on the last page. So, and I also don't think you can actually have a cameo without having a first appearance. So I hate first appearance in cameo. I think that makes absolutely no sense at all. Now, if you want to say a partial appearance because he only shows a hand or something like that, but in this case he shows his whole body and he's part of the story. So, you know, it's another one. This is clearly the first appearance of Taskmaster, and then, you know, of course, 196 has him all over the cover, so that's the more sought after book, as well it should be. But this is the first appearance. And of course I have that book too. So the nostalgic Mad, this is number 7. So this is reprints of Mad magazine, the original EC run. I really like this. This is a book I'm looking for the original version of, but I'll take the reprints. And these reprints get kind of hard to come by too, and they start getting pricey too as they get older. There's not too many modern or newer reprints of this. So I just love the speech bubbles in this. This one cracks me up. It says, "Kill me? Don't be absurd. What makes you think anyone wants to kill me?" And then everybody's trying to kill her. You got somebody holding out from behind the fence. They have a snake on a stick. And then, of course, a cannon and a truck aimed right at her and knives. Then you have a gun tied to the post and then nailed to the thing with a string. So when she crosses over it, it will automatically shoot her. Just all kind of dynamite with a trap if she steps on it. Someone's rolled out a bomb, and someone's gonna pull out the street, the little manhole cover to spiked pit. So just great stuff. And of course the noose in the middle of the Mad. So much good stuff there. I just absolutely love it. It's hilarious. The strangle wire going across. So it's just fantastic. And of course, nice, cute little good girl art. But what's really cool about this is that inside there's a great Wally Wood parody story, superhero parody story. And that's why I wanted it so bad. The cover's fantastic too, but the Wally Wood art interior was the real buy on that one. Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. I'm not a Superman's pal fan. And I don't like Superboy either. So very few of these older titles, but Neil Adams cover, it kind of has a first appearance of a new Legion character, and it's pretty cool. I just got it because to me that looked like the Hulk and the Jolly Green Giant mixed into one, punching Superman out in the face. And it was cheap, and I couldn't not get it because I just thought it was so goofy looking. But I liked it. So Neil Adams goodness there. I mean, you can ask for more, but you probably won't get it. Look at that. I like that. Nice cover. And now it's time for Legs for Days. Now, you think J. Scott Campbell's bad about pouring women into shoes. You should check this out. This is the Amazing Spider-Man number 602. This is actually the A cover with Eddie Granoff on the scooter. Now, you could say, well, he's just holding it Star Wars slow scroll style, but no. Even if you hold it upright, look at those legs. My goodness, Mary Jane. I mean, she could walk through the ocean and not get her belly button wet. That's ridiculous. Look at that. Now, I really like the scooter and everything, but if she sat on that scooter, her knees would be like over here once they bent up. So pretty ridiculous, but such a cool cover. And I've just seen this image a lot. You know, it's not a book I was like hot after or trying to get, but I've just seen it so many times. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick that up this time. And I've never seen it in the wild. So to see it, it was like a couple bucks. So I snagged that one. Some Eddie Granoff. Can't go wrong. And last but not least, we got Secret Wars. This is actually Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 4. But of course, it's a redo of the Secret Wars number 1 cover. And it's done with mini-mates. Now, I like mini-mates. I've got a few hanging around here somewhere. So you got all those great... Look at the little Wasp there. Rogue. I mean, just fantastic. She-Hulk. Wolverine down the bottom. Hawkeye thing. Cyclops. Storm up there. Holding on to somebody. I don't know who that is. Just really cool. And Iron Man, Hulk. Spider-Man looks great. And the Human Torch. Just great stuff. PX exclusive. Previews exclusive. Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con 2015 limited edition. Pfft. At least it's a pretty mark because I had to write a bunch in there. So I just love it. I just love that cover. So if I get a bunch of mini-mates, I might do a little... I have a few, but if I end up doing a display in the room of mini-mates, then I'll put that up behind it. So anyway, that's the haul. I mean, I think it's worth doing this again, but look at that. Thanks to my wife for that one. Thanks to my wife for that one. Happy birthday to me. Thanks to my wife for that one. And this one I got myself. Happy birthday to me. So there you go. I hope y'all appreciate that. And we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. Remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.